Once upon a time, there were a whole bunch of Africans that got kidnapped from Africa and brought to America. Fast forward 500 years later, we're returning back to Africa. We back.
You can't come to our country insulting people however you feel like you can say it. No, it's just not right.
Trying to correct them, you call it, they can also think that you're hating them. So you have to make sure that you talk to people with manner in a way that people will know that you're not hating them. It's all about how you deliver the topic. Okay?
American woman who came to Gambia and she decided to insult Gambians in this video.
This is my problem. Even if you're doing videos like that, be nice to the people because you live in Gambia. You don't just come out and insult the whole community. No. You don't just come out and insult the whole country. No. Because one way or the other, you will hurt people. And you live in that country. You can't live in Gambia.
Living in the Gambia, who made certain comments about the Gambia, which I feel is incorrect. And therefore, I think, we have to dissect her video. And before doing that, I just want to say this is...
Hello everybody, and welcome to the African Caribbean Tribe and Culture Network. I've been watching patiently and watch what's happened with Cathey, and looking at her, what she was saying, she is saying positive stuff. However, she needs to try to understand the culture of culture of Gambians. And if she can understand the culture of Gambians, she can understand the culture of Africa. I understand some people get insulted by this video of what she said and how she said it and how she thinks about it. But one thing I want to say to her, and one thing I want to say is that if you're an African American or a black British, and you came to Africa, we as Africans who relocate and live in the diaspora, we know when we go back what we're gonna expect. I know she might look at it, she want to say the truth and everything, but one thing I want to say is, in Africa, tell it as it is. It's something totally different ballgame. I know she want to tell it as it is, but I look at it this way. If you want to tell somebody to shut up, in Africa, you're going to find another way to tell them to shut up. And you don't want to say, shut up, I don't want to talk to you. And I guess that's what she has to understand and learn. If you met them, you don't understand how they roll, how they do these things. You have to learn and know when you deal with people, when you deal with business, your thinking, your IQ has to be way up. That's why Africans and everybody in West Africa, especially the whites, know we're smart because we can make things out of anything. And even if the door is so tight and everything, we're going to find a way out of it. We found a way out of slavery. We fought the battle for a long time. So one thing I want to say is that I'm just going to analyze this video on certain things she has said and how she said it. Let's go.
Here. Y'all live hand to mouth, but y'all have a scam, con, artist culture. Can't nobody even do business with y'all.
That scam culture is everywhere. America, they are the biggest scam. England, they can even scam you in a civilized way. But don't look at it that way. Let's try to understand. We understand where you're coming from. Maybe something you got played. I got played too. If I go to Africa, I don't pay attention to it. I got played. If you come to America and you're within the African American, right? You're gonna get played too. So it's how you do your stuff and how you respond to things. Okay, let's hear to what she says again.
And all smiles, the smiling coast. Case in point, And I'm trying not to give too many details because they're so jealous hearted, they watching, they got, a lot of them have very poor listening and reading comprehension and very, very low emotional intelligence.
Actually, when you say people have jealous and a low emotional thinking, understand English language is not African's first choice. You were born in African America. You were born in America. English is the only language you know, and that's what you grew up with. That's what you talked about. They have to learn how to say things in English, and first of all, they have to transcribe what they know in the local language and transcribe that into English for them to say stuff to. So if you don't do that daily, it's part of a skill. You have to do that daily for you to have that skill to do it in a fluent way. So someone like who lived in America or in England now, you're talking to them, they can able to transcribe that quickly because they can understand how to do that. It's something they have to build up. Now, if you're in Gambia, if they say start speaking Wolof now and they start saying stuff to you Wolof, you don't want to transcribe that what they're saying to you Wolof easily. So I understand what you said. They're not jealous. It's just after they're just smart. They look at it that you go there, you have money, and you want to spend, and they're gonna treat you like, oh, if a Gambian goes there as well and live there, let me just tell you a quick story. If you go there and a Gambian go there as well together, and you guys go to shopping, right? The price they will charge you both will be different, and it will be pretty much high than the way they will charge the locals because they know the system, they've been there. That's what I want you to understand. Now again, she's talking about broken English. Athea, English is not Gambians' first language. Don't use the English word and go after Africans. Because if you go all the way around in Africa, we don't speak English first. Please, you will create. Just listen to what she just said.
Situation, a lot of diasporans run into this situation with y'all. And you come on these pages, you come on people's videos talking in broken English, nobody can barely understand you, trying to tell somebody off, you just get blocked and removed. Nobody want to hear you. We came up in your
That's it. If you go there and people comment and put stuff in a broken way, that tells you as well you don't understand what they're saying. If a Nigerian want to write something in broken English, trust me, other Africans will make it up what they're saying. If a Ghanaian try to put something in a broken way, because that's what we speak, pretty much is a broken English. Everywhere Nigerians speak broken English, Syrians speak broken English, Gambians as well. We know the words they're trying to say and use. So try to embrace the people there and love them. This is for your own good. I don't want them to use you at a political debate in Gambia. Because trust me, the government now sitting in Gambia, the president and everything in Gambia, and when the election time come in Gambia, trust me, you're gonna fly out. Because this Gambia, they're gonna go out and say, oh, this government letting this woman come in here, assaulting the culture and everything. That's why we don't want you anymore. That's why we want this new person anymore. And things like this can create a chaos and some kind of fighting going on in Gambia. And don't worry about the people who comment on your video. What about the people who doesn't say anything, who keeps quiet? Because those people, they can keep you quiet. No, they don't like you, but it's just they don't like Africans. Wherever you go in Africa, they don't like somebody being broad. And you're gonna speak up your mind, speak in a gentle and respectful way. But if you're being broad and tell it as it is, it's gonna be a problem. If you want to tell it and say, "Yeah, this is how it is" and everything, I told you, you'll be headed for disaster. And now YouTube is a safe haven for you. But one thing I want you to understand is people here, they'll be looking, they'll be following your story and see what's happened to her. And Gambians, I know them very well. I used to live there. Be careful, gal, because unless they'll keep you quiet for good. Okay, let's continue this video. Let's have fun with this video.
we came up in your house, you was acting like everything was okay. And now that we in your house, we see you got roaches.
Hold on. In America, they have the big roaches and everything. You want me to start showing videos about them? They have, oh, I don't know how they call it in Gambia. This is not even mice. This is not even rat. The bigger ones? They're even more than rats. I don't even know the English word for it, but I know the African word for it. Hey, don't mock people about the roaches and everything, because we know if you want us to start doing eating secret videos in America about exactly how the African American live, I guess you don't want that. Don't condemn. If you go there, do your thing, help people, and try to work it out.
You got roaches, you got rats, it stinks. Baby, it's time to just talk about the truth of what's going on. And you trying to sell it like you the smiles of the coast. No, you smiling and scamming. You scamming and smiling, smiling and scamming. That's the thing that people will approach. They don't get that here. Yeah, you got pure people, they nice and all that, but some of them that you want to do business with, this is particularly about how they do business. It is the most sad, pathetic thing I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, as I've said before, Africa, when you go there, the game is different. If you want to learn, you want to understand how they think, how they operate, yes, they operate hand to mouth. If what they have today, if they see something they can eat and they can have money to eat, so yes, that's how they think. And if you want to educate them, you have to understand them. You already learned your lesson. You already have to know how to deal with them for you to move forward. The reason I keep saying to you, if you move from Gambia and go to some other African countries, true, they already know your record and your record is on Facebook, and they're going to be ready for you. I know the other African continent that's not even going to allow you to even go that further. I don't want to start calling the names because I know exactly when you go there and start talking crap about it, what they have. Let's see how it plays out.
But there are parasites here too. There are vultures here too, sweetie. It's a mentality. I can tell you about Africa, just like I told us about America and the crazy stuff and brainwashed and basic and brain dead. The brainwashed, basic, and brain dead are here too. And this is how they act. Most of them are asleep, just like most black people are asleep. But dang, I'm gonna be honest, give me a black person to do some business with right now. Like that's why I'm glad our network is set up the way it's set up. Black people, the way Gambians do business, I'm sorry, some of these Gambians, let's just say the vast majority of the, I'm not even going to keep saying some when I know it's the vast majority. The vast majority of the way Gambians do business is laughable. It's laughable.
That's sad. You just said vast majority of the Gambians. That's wrong, girl. If you don't understand how they operate, you don't know how to go to the market and shop in the market, you won't buy anything because when they go there, they're gonna look you and they're just gonna price you. They're just gonna price you out. There's no price control there, so don't say what you say now because it's not gonna help. Please, I'm just saying it for your own good. If you want to work in Gambia, you want to leave something, you want to do something in Gambia, find a niche and focus on it. Don't worry about other things. And another person can come and do another thing there. Because what Africa need, we need people who can say the truth and talk the truth. Wherever you go, let me just be straightforward with you as well. Wherever you go in Africa, it's the same people you're gonna meet. The same thinking, how you say they've been brainwashed and everything. Yes, Africans believe in the white because of the government. Because we go by the government. And in America as well, you know the Black African America as well. You keep fighting for your right. We keep fighting for the rights. We keep fighting for everything in America. But you're tired and you decide to move to Gambia. And if you go there, find a niche and find somewhere you can work. Find a group of people you can train and you can educate and show certain things of how to do things. And build up from those people. That will make you a legend in Gambia. They'll remember, say, oh, this woman come and she find a little group of people, educates them and show them how to do stuff. And trust me, they're gonna respect you for life. But I don't think YouTube gonna help you because as I said to you before, when the election time comes in Gambia, I don't want them to use you or put you as part of their whatever debate and keep coming up. Trust me. We're African. If you live in Africa, you understand exactly what goes on. And we know they're going to start saying, oh, is the government allowing these kind of people coming to the country and insult them? And if they're going to start looking at you, when Chama was there, trust me, I don't know if she would have allowed you to even keep broadcasting? Because I know when he was there, they used to have intranet. Still, it doesn't allow a lot of things to come out. So if Jama was there, I don't know if you'd be still talking this way. That's the funny thing. Because if you go to China, China has the same people. You have the same scam people, you have the brainwash people, you have everybody there. You come to America, you go to England, it's the same. It's just you just need to find the right people to work with and deal with. If they scam you, they do something to you, you're gonna lie. You don't want to do business with them anymore. Even if I go to Africa, somebody we in the diaspora as well. If we go to Africa, we don't even go to Africa. We have family and a relative. We try to do stuff with them, and then they play us. What we're gonna do? We're not gonna come to YouTube and keep talking about it. We just move on and learn from it. In America as well, when they charge you to put something, say for example your credit card, and they charge you the credit card, trust me, what do you think you're gonna do? You're gonna go back and say, oh, when I signed my credit card today, it was 14%. Then 6 months later down the road, they change it to 32%. And you don't even use the credit card yet. So you understand the scam? Let's keep going.
And you can see why they go around and around and around the circle, and they're living with the goats and stuff. And we have a corporate mind. We got a lot of common sense when it comes to business, and know how to establish lasting relationships. But they have never been exposed to this amount of education, experience, any of that to even get.
This is one thing I want to say again. You are lucky and blessed to be born in America and get the exposure to what you have now. So be thankful for that. Be very thankful for that. And that's what I want to say to you. In Africa as a whole, what the Western world has been doing is to let the people doesn't understand what's going on, what's happening. If you know what the Western world been doing to Africa, who's been trying to educate the people, they've been kept quiet. They've been kept quiet. And you coming out and you go in and say, oh, there's a lot of folks who came study way before, and then the Western world go back and try to keep them quiet and find a way. Why do you think there was coup going on in Africa before? Who was creating those coups? Who was paying them for those coups? Now we have something going on in the world, the pandemic going on in the world, and here no gunfight, nobody put what was happening? Who was selling this ammunition to them? Who was selling drugs to them? Who was giving them all this money? So when you talk about business and all this stuff, there's a lot of things happening there.
That competency. So if you have a brain dead, brainwashed people that's like that, imagine how bad the lies are gonna be. Hell, at least we know how to be a good liar in the space. We can get a Fortune 500 company, do a BizCon, raise funds and all trust fund and everything else, and be a con artist in the space. Because we've learned from the best con artists, right? But out here, y'all trying to con us, it's not gonna work. You're bad at it. You're very slow at it. Let me tell you something else. You're slow.
This thing you're talking about, con. Honestly, maybe Gambians needs to start looking. If you might not be another con artist, trying to treat them nice and get everything, but I believe in Gambians. I don't want them to turn against you. So don't go and tell it as it is. Try to moderate and change your tone, and you'll be fine. Because it's gonna be a legacy in Gambia. And if you run away, if you move from Gambia, trust me, I can tell you now, all the countries gonna be looking at you and say, oh, and the news gonna flow within the community so much. Oh, she's moved from Ghana to Gambia, where she's going to now. Please don't go to Nigeria because they will just deal with you raw. I'm not even gonna call the next other country you should not even go to, because I know people that are very raw too.
To the knowledge of medical. No, I'm smiling in your face because I'm so starved and I don't do anything, say anything you won't. And those are people you really gotta watch out for. Think about it. Think about it. The average person makes about 15 cents to $2, I think, a day or something like that. $80 a month, like come on, and plus.
Listen, you know why the US dollar and the British pound are dominating the world? If the Gambian dollar was valuable, do you think those people will be looking at your face, care about what you do, or trying to do other stuff? No. Let's get a level playing field, and then you will see everything in the world is the same price. Everything is around. Trust me, they don't care much. Don't look at somebody's. It happened, as I said to you before. Even if a Gambian leave the United States or England and go back to Gambia and want to do stuff, their price is going to be the same as yours because you're from overseas. They look at you got money you're going to spend, and they look at it for them. It's a Christmas for them. They're going to make some money because it's just like you think when you're back in Gambia and you're a tourist, you go there, you think everything is cheap. No, it's not. They make money from the tourism because the prices are up, and things should be paying for do here in Gambia in the streets of let me say Westfield. You go to Westfield, Serakunda area, you go there to do your hair, and then let's say it's a $30 fee you're gonna be paying, and you go to Senegambia, it's gonna cost you about $200 fee because they know the tourism, and if they know as well, you came out from England, America, your price is not going to be $30 C. Your price is going to be about 60, 70, $100 C. It's just the way things operate. It's not just Gambia, it's the rest of the world. You're going to, rest of Africa, you're just going to accept it or leave it. They're going to look at it and say, that's how they get their bonus. That's how they get a raise. They're not going to get it from a lot of people coming in here. They're not looking to say, okay, you're going to give them tips. There's no tips there. They're going to look at things that, hey, this is how much they're gonna make today because this is my client. I'm gonna treat her here good and everything, and then they're gonna charge you more money because they expect you to. For them, it's Christmas.
At least in the States, birth control was awful. We just starting to wake up to that. Out here, girl, they don't know shit from Shinola. They die young. They don't know how to take care of their health. Fitness, working out.
This is so wrong. You come to Gambia and tell them they die young, fitness, and all this stuff. Trust me, you're there, you're eating all the food you be eating, organic food, not been preserved for how many years, how many months, how many days, or whatever it is. Some of them might be just cut from the farm and they cooked it fresh for you. Yes, disease is something because we've been, as you say, yes, you correctly said. Why you think most of this medication and pharmacist is trying to start looking at herbal treatments? Because it was the thing that God gave us when God created the world. He gave us everything, but all this other chemical stuff we've been putting in our body been affecting us. And when you go to Gambia, not even Gambia, it's around in Africa. If you don't have the good health system, it's going to affect. But calling it the way you're doing and saying the way you're doing, you're not helping. This is the reason why I said, be careful, girl, because I don't want Gambians to turn against you, and especially the way politics plays in Africa, it's totally different from the way politics plays in the United States and England. Please, the way you said it this way, it's gonna upset a lot of people, and some people are gonna say they're gonna keep watching it. I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised. I'll just leave it that way. I won't be surprised.